Like I won't skip out on my training. If something is on my training plan, I'm doing that. Like, that's just discipline for me. So that could be regardless of the sleep that I got or the mindset that I have, or have I eaten or not. Like, I'll be in the pool until 8 p.m.
I'm a super dedicated person once I set my mind to something. So yes, I have to get to the gym. I know it's going to take 2 hours. It kind of brought a little bit of peace, I think, because before that it was like, man, am I enough? Like, is this good enough? Like, you just didn't know.
Yeah.
So then I think I enjoyed training more because I was less stressed about, like, am I good enough? I'm like, okay, you're good enough. Now you just want to, like, show up and be good.
Right.
As opposed to being worried about it.
Like, I just did really well at the ARCS competitions without, like, much training. And at that point, I was only taking classes. And so I'm like, well, if I started, like, doing just a little bit extra after classes, like, working on my weaknesses, like, then I would be even better.
Amanda Barnhart is one of the bigger ladies when it comes to CrossFit. 28 years old, 5'7", weighing in at 71 kilos. Amanda has an impressive physique for a CrossFitter with huge legs, stone hard abs, and one of the best techniques when it comes to cleans. She is a formidable foe to come up to against on the field of CrossFit. At the 2019 Games, she had a 7th place finish. At the Rogue Invitational 2020, she also took a 7th place finish. So she's very consistent when it comes to athletical ability. She has some incredible strengths when it comes to weightlifting, as well as she is super consistent on the Worldwide Open in 2019, taking 9th overall. This is why I believe Amanda Barnhart is an absolute beast.
Because people don't know your name doesn't mean that you're not deserving of the spot.
Honestly, my goal is to win the CrossFit Games. I'm not saying that unless I'm planning on doing it.
Yeah, but I just kept trying to tell myself, like, you're good enough, like, you earned this spot.
Let's look at some of her stats. According to CrossFit.com, the Rogue Invitational 2020 and the CrossFit Games, Amanda Barnhart can back squat 325 pounds, press 150 pounds, deadlift 390 pounds, clean 260 pounds, clean and jerk 250 pounds, and snatch 200 pounds. Amanda has 2 event wins at the CrossFit Games, one being in the sprint clean ladder, where in 2018 she took first. The other win she took in the sprint couplet during the 2019 CrossFit Games. That was the sled sprint muscle up event. Her first appearance of the games was in 2018, but how she got there was quite amazing. Amanda was doing pretty average up to event 4 at the Central Regional in 2018, where she went back to back to back on event wins, taking the region by surprise of who the hell is Amanda Barnhart. Let's look at our past and how exactly she made it to the CrossFit Games in the first place. From an early age, Amanda was invested into sport. At the age of 3, she started ballet. At the age of 4, she started swimming. And at the age of 5, she began gymnastics, doing all 3 sports all the way up to the age of 10. where her gymnastics coach saw some potential in her ability, convincing Amanda to join the gymnastics team at her local gym. Mum worked at the gym to try and help fund Amanda's passion for gymnastics, where she did gymnastics for 20 hours a week. Fuck me. She continued ballet and gymnastics up to the age of 12, where she committed fully to gymnastics for a little while. In year 7 of school, Amanda found volleyball, where she pursued club and normal volleyball all the way up to her senior year of high school. When Amanda started high school, she began running track. She mainly ran 100 meters, 200 meters, 4x100 relay, and the 4x200 relay. In her final year of schooling, her coach convinced her to jump up to the 4x400s and the 4x800s, but Amanda admitted herself that 800 meters was her limit. When Amanda hit college, she was convinced by her older sister to join the swim team, where, surprisingly, she swam as an endurance swimmer, swimming in the 500 meters and the 1,000 meter swim. How did she get into this swimming team for endurance, you may ask? Well, they had a 30-minute AMRAP for a max distance swim. Amanda came in third and her coach was like, hey, you should probably do the endurance swim. Fun fact, Amanda hates cardio. Amanda swam for Cleveland State College, and when she finally put all of her marbles into swimming, she had some amazing results. In college, she started lifting, specifically power cleans, back squats, and strict pull-ups, which is where she developed a lot of her upper body strength for. This was specifically to train for swimming. In her final year of college, Amanda got bumped up to the 100 meter sprint, where during their sprint training, Amanda was introduced to CrossFit style training, some out of water cardio activities, some sprints into the water, sort of like a competition start. She got a feel for CrossFit without even knowing it just yet. You might be like, Kai, that doesn't make any sense. How does she get a feel for something she doesn't know? Well, Amanda first started CrossFit during her college years. During the summer when she went home to her parents, she was looking for somewhere to continue her weightlifting program that she was doing as part of her swimming program. She, instead of doing the weightlifting program, which looked kind of boring and monotonous, she decided to try out CrossFit, this functional fitness thing, that craze that she's been seeing on television. And she went to a local CrossFit gym where she grew a passion for CrossFit. Her very first CrossFit workout was in fact Nicole, which, if you don't know what Nicole is a 20-minute AMRAP of 400 meter run and max pull-ups in the remaining time. Amanda, never doing CrossFit before, came into the gym and was able to absolutely annihilate those pull-ups, which for many women out there would be able to understand that pull-ups on the first go ain't easy, especially if they're strict. But with all of her previous weight training, her previous conditioning for swimming, and all of the other sports like gymnastics that she pursued, CrossFit came super easy to Amanda. She did the Worldwide Open 2 times, only submitting a 1 rep workout score just so that her gym could make it to regionals. And in 2014, she was selected as a sideliner and alternative for the regional team Advanced Performance. In 2016, she officially competed on the Centerville Regional CrossFit team, taking 26th overall in the Central region. After the 2016 regional, she didn't really like coming last. Her coach suggested, well, if you don't like coming last, why don't you become individual? She thought it was a great idea, and then the following year, she qualified for the 2017 Central Regional, where she ended up coming 25th overall. Fast forward to 2018, where she got her first ticket to the games, and the rest is history. Amanda is married to Wesley Barnhart, who is also a veteran of the United States Navy. You can find Wesley Barnhart at the original Hubba Hubs. Sounds like Hubba Bubba. Now, you might be asking, how can you find out more of Amanda? Well, Amanda is literally posted everywhere on CompTrain. That's why this video is called CompTrain Queens. She is parts of lots of the videos, especially the benchmark workouts where you see Amanda perform against other big athletes like Brooke Wells and Katrin Davidsdottir. She also has a few mini-series of her on the CompTrain website. She still trains out of CrossFit Centerville in Ohio. And if you really want to get more of Amanda, you can go to her Instagram at Amanda J. Barnhart, where she's pretty active and posts regularly. My final thoughts on Amanda. Amanda was a very interesting addition to the CrossFit Games roster. Being a rookie and making it to the top 15 in her first year, not many other top athletes have the ability to do that. To also win an event on your very first CrossFit Games performance is astounding. The sprint clean ladder is very interesting because it is a weightlifting heavy event and there are so many strong women like Tia Claire Toomey, like Sarah Sigmundsdottir, and the likes of Cara Saunders. It was so surprising to see a rookie take the win in a clean and jerk ladder. Another very impressive year in a very awkward and rule-changing year that no one had any certainty over. She came 7th in the 2019 CrossFit Games, as well as coming 2nd in the liftoff. Amanda Barnhart shows so much potential coming into the future. Being the highest scoring Rogue Invitational 2020 athlete, I have faith that Amanda will definitely be seeing the top of the podium sometime soon. What are your thoughts on Amanda Barnhart? Is there any other interesting facts you know about her? Leave it down in the comments below. Otherwise, on the next episode of Absolute Beast.
I had the opportunity to run track at University of Central Arkansas, but that's when I decided I wanted to focus on CrossFit. I wasn't like great at track. Like I wasn't gonna be like the best in the college or whatever. It was just gonna be like loved, and I loved CrossFit. And so I knew I wouldn't like it, and that's kind of why I decided to just pursue CrossFit.
First time I met Brooke was at Noble. She's a Noble athlete, and I'm part of Noble, and was a really eye-opening experience for me for how coachable she was. We were there with a bunch of different athletes, but she was the sponge. She was the one that, as I gave her critical feedback, was so eager about the critical feedback. There was never a, well, yeah, but this is the way I do it. It was all just the opposite.
And without further ado, I hope you guys at home stay obese.